A mysterious millionaire walked into a five-star hotel in silence. No one knew her name. No one could understand her. Staff froze, guests stared, and just when it seemed all hope was lost, a maid pushing a cleaning cart did something that shocked everyone. Nobody knew her name. She stepped into the grand lobby of one of New York's most prestigious hotels like she owned the place, and maybe she did. Dressed in a crisp, ivory-white kimono with gold embroidery tracing the hem, she glided across the marble floor in silence. Her face was half hidden behind large designer sunglasses. Her lips painted a soft crimson, and her fingers shimmered with diamonds that could pay for someone's entire college education. The staff froze. Was she a royal? A Japanese actress? A billionaire widow? Whispers danced behind the front desk as receptionists exchanged nervous glances. Guests looked up from their phones, intrigued by the graceful yet mysterious figure now standing near the check-in counter. But beneath the elegance, something was off. She didn't smile. She didn't speak. When the receptionist greeted her with a warm, "Welcome to the Grand Ashton. How can I assist you today?" she simply tilted her phone screen toward him. A translation app blinked a few words in English, then froze. The message was incomplete. The woman frowned, tapped again, but the app glitched. The staff tried to help, asked simple questions, repeated themselves louder, even gestured, but the communication gap only widened. She didn't understand them, and they didn't understand her. She spoke no English. They spoke no Japanese. Confusion turned into discomfort. Her brow furrowed. She pulled out documents, pointed at her phone, then at the reservation list behind the desk. Still, nothing made sense. The staff manager, trying to save face, politely asked her to sit while they figured things out. She obeyed, but not quietly. Her lips tightened. Her body stiffened. She crossed her arms and sat down on the velvet sofa like a queen in exile. The entire lobby went silent. That IT was awkward. Painfully awkward. This wasn't some budget inn. It was a five-star luxury hotel, known for serving foreign dignitaries and global elites. Yet here they were, completely stumped by one woman. And not just any woman. She had clearly arrived with status. Her luggage was Louis Vuitton. Her shoes were Prada, and her private chauffeur had bowed before driving away in a Bentley. Even her assistant, a sharp-looking young man in a suit, had been overwhelmed. After several failed attempts to mediate between her and the staff, he threw his hands up and walked out, mumbling something about a lost itinerary. She was left standing alone in the center of the lobby, still silent, still unreadable. Behind those dark glasses, guests started noticing. Phones came out. Cameras clicked. A few tourists even began recording short videos, hoping they were catching a celebrity meltdown. It wasn't long before voices murmured from all corners of the room. "Someone get a translator, right? Why's nobody doing anything? This is so unprofessional." Some even whispered crueler things. "She's probably just being dramatic. Rich people problems. Typical diva behavior." Behind the counter, a few staff members exchanged eye rolls. They assumed she was being difficult, that she was throwing a silent tantrum for attention. But the truth was far simpler. She was trying to communicate, and nobody was truly listening. The atmosphere was thick with tension. Everyone had an opinion, but no one had a solution. And then, just when it seemed the moment couldn't get more humiliating for the hotel, someone walked by. Not a manager, not a guest, not a translator, a maid, carrying a cleaning cart. And she stopped in her tracks. That moment changed everything. Her name was Angela. To most people at the hotel, she was invisible, just another uniformed maid, pushing her cleaning cart from one luxury suite to the next. With her hair tied in a neat bun and earbuds tucked under her scarf, she kept to herself, did her job well, and never made a fuss. But today, something made her stop. As she entered the lobby, Angela felt the weight of the silence before she saw the cause. The staff at the front desk were frozen. Guests whispered behind their phones. And in the center of it all sat a Japanese woman. Elegant and silent, her face like a porcelain mask. Unreadable, but unmistakably distressed. Angela recognized the look instantly. Not anger. Not entitlement. Frustration. Isolation. Helplessness. She had seen that same expression years ago. On herself. Angela had once lived in Tokyo, working as a nanny for a Japanese-American family. She had spent 5 years there, fallen in love with the culture, and learned the language out of both necessity and respect. She had spoken Japanese fluently, but few here at the hotel knew. After all, who asks a maid about her past? She hesitated for only a moment, then left her cart and stepped forward. Oshianishi mashou-ka? She asked softly. The effect was immediate. The woman blinked, stunned. Then her expression melted into relief. Her eyes welled up slightly. She stood, bowed deeply, and began speaking to Angela in rapid Japanese. Angela responded with ease, her voice calm and confident. The two women conversed naturally, as if old friends reunited. Guests stopped recording. Staff stared in disbelief. In mere seconds, Angela had done what nobody else could. She made the woman feel seen, heard, understood, and the hotel had no idea what had just happened. Yet, Angela didn't hesitate. With poise far beyond her uniform, she gently took the Japanese woman's arm and walked her back to the reception counter. What followed stunned everyone. Angela began speaking fluent, formal Japanese while translating each sentence back to the startled front desk manager. Within minutes, the confusion dissolved. Angela clarified the woman's reservation. A penthouse suite booked months in advance. She explained her dietary restrictions, daily preferences, and even her business schedule. Every misunderstood detail, Angela untangled like it was second nature, and then the real bombshell dropped. The woman, her name was Ms. Aiko Tanaka, wasn't just some rich traveler. She was the founder and CEO of one of Japan's top tech firms, quietly visiting the United States on behalf of a group of high-net-worth investors. Her mission? To explore potential partnerships with American luxury hotel chains. This very hotel was on her short list for acquisition and expansion into Asian markets. The manager turned pale. He realized, in that moment, the hotel had come seconds away from blowing a multi-million-dollar opportunity. All because nobody could speak her language. He immediately pulled Angela aside. "Why didn't you ever tell us you spoke Japanese?" he asked. She shrugged, humbly. No one ever asked. Feeling both embarrassed and grateful, the manager offered Angela a new role, temporary translator and guest liaison for the remainder of Ms. Tanaka's stay. Angela accepted with a quiet nod, returning to her duties with the same grace she always had. But the real surprise wasn't the promotion. It came the next morning, in a handwritten letter and a sealed envelope addressed only to Angela. Inside was something that would change her life forever. At checkout, the entire staff lined up, ready to say goodbye to Ms. Tanaka. The lobby buzzed with quiet anticipation. Employees who once ignored her now stood with straight backs, rehearsed smiles, and perfectly pressed uniforms. Cameras from the hotel's marketing team were subtly positioned, hoping to capture a photo-worthy farewell, but Ms. Tanaka didn't walk toward the manager. She didn't wave at the concierge. Instead, she made a straight line toward Angela. Angela, dressed modestly as ever, stood humbly near her cleaning cart. She wasn't sure why she had been asked to be there. She assumed it was just for courtesy. But when Ms. Tanaka reached her, she extended a small, cream-colored envelope, sealed with a gold emblem. Angela looked confused. "Kare, Ani," Ms. Tanaka said softly. "This is for you." Angela opened the envelope once Ms. Tanaka had left. Inside was a folded handwritten note in elegant Japanese calligraphy. It read, "In a place full of people who looked down on me, you looked me in the eye and saw a human being. True class comes not from title or money, but from kindness, humility, and courage." Tucked inside was a check for $25,000. Angela was speechless. The hotel erupted with talk. Managers scrambled, guests were moved, and soon Angela was promoted, officially. She became the new employee relations officer, tasked with improving hospitality training and cultural sensitivity for all staff. Her story spread like wildfire. A guest video of Angela speaking Japanese hit social media. Within days, blogs, news outlets, and TikTok channels picked it up. The world fell in love with the maid who saved the hotel. But Angela never bragged. She simply said, sometimes, helping someone isn't about knowing their language. It's about knowing they matter. And that's how one maid taught an empire to listen. Movie Camera, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this powerful story of kindness and unexpected heroism, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us out. Bell subscribe for more inspiring true stories from around the world, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. Speech Balloon got thoughts on this story? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.